Oh, I was trying to get some work done, and the magic box is back today. I wonder what could be inside. I don't know what book we have today. We've got a new hat. Does anybody know what that hat might be for? And we have a vest that says the world's tallest leprechaun. Well, it didn't bring me a very big vest. Maybe I'm just too fat. We're on, and we have a book, and it has notes in it again. Today's story's going out to Dharma, Kinsley, Ezra, Rosemary, and Layla. So let's remember the first thing we need to do when Mr. Kevin reads. We have listening time, so we got to get all of our wiggles out. Get your wiggles going, and throw them off to the left. Get your wiggles, throw them off to the right, and be ready to listen. Let's take a couple deep breaths again today so that we're calm, we have our feet still and our hands are still, and we're going to breathe in. Ready? We're going to do it 3 times again. Okay, I think we're ready for our book. This is called Jack and the Leprechaun. It was written by Ivan Robertson. It has small print, so this one might be harder. Jack Mouse was invited to a very special St. Patrick's Day. It was far away from his home. "Welcome to Ireland," his cousin Sean said. "Happy St. Patrick's Day." Jack was happy to be there. He'd come a very long way. "There will be music, dancing, and lots of food at St. Patrick's Day party," said Sean. "And there will be plenty of new things to see and do. Maybe if we're really lucky, someone might even catch Liam the leprechaun this year." "Who is Liam the leprechaun?" asked Jack. "Every St. Patrick's Day, Liam the leprechaun appears with a pot of gold in one hand and a stout oak club called a shillelagh in the other. If someone catches him, he has to give him his pot of gold. But nobody has caught him yet. So keep your eye out, cousin." When they got to the house, Aunt Brid and Uncle Frugal were very happy to see Jack, and so were all his cousins. They said 100,000 welcomes, and Jack said, "Oh, thank you. We have a very important job for our very important guests," Aunt Brie said. "We need you to fill this basket with shamrocks. The 3-leaved shamrocks plant is a symbol of St. Patrick himself, and we can't have a party without shamrocks." Jack went into the woods to look for shamrocks. He looked and he looked, but he didn't see any shamrocks at all. "They must be around here someplace," thought Jack. He went deeper and deeper into the woods. The woods got thicker, the woods got darker, and Jack was about to give up when he looked at the ground and saw shamrocks everywhere. He would have his basket filled in no time. "Tee-hee-hee, to-ho-ho, what was that?" asked Jack. He looked around, but he didn't see anything. "Tee-hee-hee, to-ho-ho, what was that sound again?" Jack turned and saw a little man with a red beard and a green suit and a green hat, and the little man had a wooden club in one hand and a pot of gold in the other. "That must be Liam the leprechaun," Jack thought. "That pot of gold will be mine if I catch him." But with a tee and a to, Liam ran away. "Hey," Jack yelled, "hold on." Jack ran after him as fast as he could. Jack chased Liam the leprechaun out of the woods. He chased him across the fields and over the streams, and all the way back to the village. Jack jumped over a wall, and suddenly, crash, he ran smack into someone, but it wasn't Liam the leprechaun. "Uncle Fruity," said Jack. "Well, of course it's me. Where are you off to when there's a party waiting at home?" "I'm trying to catch a leprechaun," Jack said. "Leprechaun? Faith and goodness," Uncle Fruity laughed. "Don't you have better things to do than chase after imaginary creatures? Do you even know what today is? It's St. Patrick's Day." "March 17th is the day of the big celebration of Ireland," continued Uncle. "Now, enough of this foolishness. Come with me." But, Jack began. Uncle Frugal didn't even hear him. "The whole town's getting ready for St. Patrick's Day," said Uncle Frugal. "There's Miss Murphy baking the traditional soda bread, and that's Mr. O'Brien getting the children ready for the parade. Miss Fitzgerald is knitting a special green sweater. Green is the national color of Ireland, you know." "But what about leprechauns?" asked Jack. "What about the pots of gold?" "Oh, you silly mouse," said Uncle Frugal. "There are no such things as leprechauns. But then, Out of the corner of his eyes, Jack saw Liam. "There he is," Jack yelled as he raced away. When they got to the house, the party... Oh, I think we missed a page. "Tee-hee-hee, to-ho-ho-ho," sang Liam the leprechaun. Then suddenly Liam tripped and fell. "Gotcha," said Jack as he grabbed Liam by the arm. But the leprechaun just laughed. "Why, Jack, don't you recognize your own cousin?" Jack looked closer. It wasn't Liam at all. It was his cousin, Sean. Before he knew it, Jack was laughing too. Suddenly, Sean stopped laughing. "We're late for the party," he said, "and I still have to get the shamrocks." Jack said, "Let's go." And off they ran, picking as many shamrocks as they could find along the way. When they got to the house, the party was just starting. There was music and dancing and lots of food. The mayor played the traditional St. Patrick's Day song, "Danny Boy," on his harp, and everybody clapped. Just before the sun went down, there was a knock at the door, and on the front steps was a surprise. It was the next best thing to a pot of gold. It was a pot of cheese from Liam the leprechaun. Happy St. Patrick's Day. So here's a couple things you might want to do on St. Patrick's Day. You could listen to Danny Boy on the radio or through your Alexa or Google Home. Or you could play hide and seek. One of you could pretend to be a leprechaun and the other one searching for them. Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.